Hi, I'm Scott Haugen, President of Haugen SEC in Marshalltown, Iowa, and thank you for your interest in our graphic design contest. This video will be comprised of several segments that will give you, the designer, an in-depth look at our company and the industry we serve. We will begin by describing the different components of the industry and some of the challenges they face today. Let's take a look at the grain industry first. We think it's important for you to know more about the industry we serve and some of their challenges, as well as more about our company. The grain industry is comprised of many moving parts. We break it down into 6 areas: the storage facilities, the utility providers, contractors, manufacturers, the insurance industry, and trade associations. We will go into more detail about each of these and show how interconnected they are. These areas are where Haugen SEC can best serve the industry. To provide background for your creative process, let's look at each component of the industry, beginning with the grain storage facilities. This is where the grain is taken post-harvest. It may be a large co-op or private grain elevator, or even on-farm storage. We have the capability to serve them all, but especially the co-ops. Within the co-op, there are usually 3 separate areas we work with: management and finance, merchandising, and operations. And each of these are concerned with their own priorities. Management is looking for return on their investment, maximized efficiencies, and having all their information in one place, a dashboard, and they're really concerned about shrink. Merchandising is interested in the inventory available and grain quality. And finally, we know that operations are concerned with speed and space. They're also concerned with the cost of maintenance and energy, as well as the amount of shrink occurring. Now let's take a look at the contractors. There are 3 categories of contractor that we deal with most often: electricians, millwrights, and bin dealers. There are a number of challenges that they each face, but primarily they boil down to increasing profits and selling more equipment they offer, reducing emergency service calls, and helping their clients find the right solutions. Additionally, they try to accomplish these things while working inside a budget set by the grain facility, often making sacrifices to efficiency and effectiveness. Next, we have manufacturers. These are the companies that actually make the equipment. They work with or through the local contractors to bid on the projects requested by the grain facilities. Of course, they're most concerned with selling more of their products and being profitable by winning bids. Manufacturers have a unique challenge in that they are not often directly involved in the process of selling their equipment. They must rely on the local contractor to be successful. There are 3 more players: the insurance industry, utility providers, and trade associations. Insurance folks are interested in reducing risk, compliance and safety protocols, and providing incentives in the form of discounts. Utility providers are interested in lowering peak demands and energy consumption, increasing power factors, and providing rebates for energy efficient solutions. And finally, trade associations want to promote the grain industry while supplying the latest information and best practices back to the grain facilities. So what typically happens at the grain facility is they determine they need more speed and space. So they go to the contractor and say, "Contractor, design us a new facility." The contractor checks with the manufacturer and they pick out all the equipment. The manufacturer turns around and gives the contractor some prices. The contractor turns around and gives the grain facility a quote. In the meantime, the grain facility said, "Yes, that's exactly what we need." And they get a hold of the electrician and they say, "Give us a proposal because we need to know what it's going to cost us." Well, the electrician says that there's not enough power, and they get a hold of the utility provider, and the utility provider comes out to the grain facility and they determine that there, sure enough, isn't enough power, and there's going to be a $500,000 charge to bring enough power into this facility. So the grain facility tells the contractors, both the electrician and the millwright, that we need to reduce the cost because we have this big bill, or maybe we have to cut the motor sizes down because we can't have that much horsepower. In the meantime, general manager of the grain facility goes to a trade association meeting and learns more about the grain quality initiatives, and the insurance providers are talking about it, and and they come back and they talk to the grain facility, and the grain facility says that we've got to make adjustments to the bid in order to make this work. In the meantime, there was no discussion with the insurance company on what we're going to do at this new facility and what we could do to reduce risk. And the manufacturers have incentives that they can push through the utility providers to help drive rebates, but none of these people are talking the way they could talk to each other. So that's the situation where we have it today. For over 20 years, Haugen has been integrating digital security solutions into residential and commercial applications, such as banks, jewelry stores, schools, and grain elevators. A few years ago, we began advanced automation with security integration within the grain storage industry in order to protect the world's food and fuel source by integrating security and automation and hazardous monitoring in order to ensure safety and compliance. AMP is a system and a process comprised of several different technologies combined with a structured goal setting for a unified company-wide vision and focus. While Haugen prefers to use the technologies listed here, such as OP Integris Advanced Grain Management and CMC's digital HAZMON solutions, AMP is open source and can be applied to any technology suite regardless of manufacturer. This allows us to help our clients determine where they'd like to be in the next 3 to 5 years, then provides a plan for how to achieve those goals. We like to think of it as AutoSteer for the grain storage industry. Haugen has created a business segment called How To Tech U, which is our training and education division. We have created partnerships with local high schools, community colleges, and universities to create hands-on, earn-to-learn learning environments for students working towards entering the grain industry workforce. In addition to training students, How To Tech U provides client and contractor training as well. Now we will show you how the services we provide affect this industry, starting with the grain storage facility. Applying the AMP system and process to a grain elevator or producer allows our clients to more effectively execute their company plan. We show them how to utilize various technologies to manage shrink and increase operational efficiency. We provide them with access to relevant real-time data to help them make better decisions. The AMP system and process allows for lower energy and maintenance costs through increased efficiencies and the ability to perform basic diagnostics and troubleshooting in-house, thereby lowering the cost of technology over time. AMP provides contractors all over the state of Iowa with the opportunities to sell and support cutting-edge technologies. AMP helps manufacturers of grain industry equipment increase product awareness by providing education and training of their various technologies. This increases product effectiveness and aims to maximize utilization. During the process of developing a plan with our clients, we outline various ways the company can utilize these systems to better define safety procedures and encourage company-wide compliance, which reduces risk. This provides the insurance industry the opportunity to offer discounts to companies that have executed a plan and shown improvement in these areas. All of these elements of AMP enhance trade associations' missions to advocate, communicate, and educate. Thank you for your time, and we're excited